Hello, everyone. Welcome to another episode of Wednesday's album reviews. My name is Dan, and I shall be your host once again. So, cheers to you all. So, before we start off, if you do like this type of content, please like and subscribe. Tell your friends. Hit the little thumbs up and the little bell to be notified when I publish new content like this. And once again, of all the channels on YouTube, thanks for choosing this one. So, we're going to be doing another review of a 2025 album. Today is not going to be one that's generated by the viewer. We'll come back to that next week. But we will be talking about the brand spanking new. I think I've only had this for a week, but that's basically all I've been listening to. So, the new Alice Cooper or Alice Cooper Band album, The Revenge of Alice Cooper. I absolutely, first of all, love the album art. Looks like one of those old, was it Hammer movies or whatever, horror movies, posters. Yeah, absolutely love it. Like, and it's cardboard feel. I do like that there. So this is the cover. The back right here. It is a double vinyl. And there you go. So this is the new album starring Alice Cooper, Michael Bruce, Dennis Dunaway, Neil Smith, and featuring a special appearance by Glenn Buxton. Glenn Buxton is the only member of the original Alice Cooper group who is no longer with us. So there's a few other people in there that are taking part of his, to do his guitar work or leads. So now, I'm going to say this first. I did an episode maybe, 2-3 months ago where people keep saying that the Alice Cooper group was the only good thing of Alice Cooper and the solo stuff is all shit or whatever. So, and of course, while I was doing that episode, it was announced like the day after or the week after that the Alice Cooper group have a new album coming out, which is this one. So I thought that was actually pretty funny. So we shall see with this review. Is it as good as the Alice Cooper group original albums, or as good or worse, whatever, than solo stuff? We'll see. I'm gonna say I was a little bit weary at first. I was like, oh my god, like this came out of nowhere. Okay, first of all, like I was like, okay, they were doing guest appearances on albums here and there, especially Dennis Dunaway. But I'll say that this is a definite grower for me. So we'll go through a few songs here. So first of all, this is from 2025, produced by Bob Ezrin, and this is also on Ear Music Alive. So here we go. Song, so this is a double vinyl, so I'll just go through the songs here. Song 1, Black Mamba, or Mamba. So it's very bass oriented, which I love. The song itself I do love a lot. Now there's a lot of people do not like the yeah 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 part, which is fine. I doesn't bother me one bit. Trust me, there are other bigger problems on this album than those yeah yeah yeahs, like big time. It's still a good album, by the way. Okay, but yeah, when I say that there's other problems on this album, it's actually, I'm going to say that at the end. Okay. Next up, we got Wild One, which has a great chorus. Love that song. Okay. Love Black Mamba too. Okay. Up All Night is a good song. It's one of those just, generic Kill the Flies. So, sorry. He tends to, Alice Cooper group tends to revisit a lot of subjects. So you got Halo of Flies, Dead Flies from Paranormal, I think, and now you got Kill the Flies which, I mean, as much as I love Halo of Flies, enough with the fucking flies. Um, it's I got a lot of do wop wop, like stuff like that. There, it's decent. I like it better than Dead Flies from Paranormal. I'll say that there. One Night Stand has a lot of James Bondisms, musically, like stuff like that. There, that's a good song right there. One Night Stand. Now my favorite, and actually my friend Pascal tells me this, goes, "Oh my God, Blood on the Sun is actually," he goes, "probably my favorite." Well, you know what? It's actually my favorite too, man. That is actually it's it's got hints of prog, and when I say hints of prog, there's time changes in that. But, and this is where I'm saying that the Yeah Yeah Yeahs on Black Mamba is the least of your concerns. Um, I find that this band's or this album's band members' age tend to show on this album here, especially the drummer. It's like there's sometimes he's great, sometimes he's not. But we all grow old. I'm not as good of a hockey player, or my knees are not as good as they used to be. So it is what it is. But maybe a couple more takes would. I don't even know how many takes on that song there. But yeah, it's a great song, "Blood on the Sun." My favorite song of the album. But again, the drum parts at times I'm like, ugh, okay. So, but whatever. Then we got "Crap That Gets in the Way of Your Dreams." I don't even know what to comment on this one here. It's one of those songs that kind of reminds me of Zappa's Joe's Garage, the song, thematically or lyrically, kind of like that song. But I can hear Alice doing some. His vocals aren't the best. Now, I'm almost like, is this done on purpose just because this is that type of song, little band, practicing in their garage, whatever. It just sticks out a little too much, I find there. But "Crap That Gets in the Way of Your Dreams," I find it's okay. Okay. "Famous Face." Okay. So first of all, this is actually Michael Bruce on vocals for this song. It's a great song. Love that song. But it's not until I was doing research on this album that I'm like, it's Michael Bruce on vocals? Like, he sings like Alice. Then when you're like, okay, it's a little bit different. A little tad different. But it's imagine someone else singing like Alice. Hey, like I can't do it right now. But my beef with this song is, great song. Too bad that riff comes from another one of your songs, Alice, which is called "Road Rats." Da 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 da. That part there, da da da. But it's played da 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 da. Ding ding dun dun dun. Instead of "Road Rats," da 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 da. It's the same fucking thing. So check it out and tell me if I'm wrong. "Money Screams," I think, is a great chorus. I love that song. It's a fun song. Then we have "What a Sid." Uh, Probably my least favorite of the song. It's a song about Sid Barrett from Pink Floyd. And it starts off with, again, another. You think it's going to be a rip-off riff, but it's not, because they change it enough to not make it. So it's like, I don't know if you guys remember. I know it because I know the damn album by heart, but Styx Kilroy Was Here. The song "High Times" in the middle. There's that part, okay? Now this song here starts. They do that little note to make it different. Whatever. A song about Sid Barrett. I'm just like, whatever. His story really does not interest me to begin with. So, whatever. But whatever. Okay, next up we got "Intergalactic Vagabond Blues," where we hear some harmonica from Alice, from I believe it's Alice. I didn't really check. Um, but yeah, it's one of those rare instruments that is not guitar, bass, piano, drums, vocals. I'm like, okay, here we go. Here's that old Alice Cooper type, and more on that later on there. Um, then we have What Happened to You. First of all, great song. And this is the song that has Glenn Buxton's old guitar solo from something, I don't know what. You can hear it a little bit. It's not super loud, but it's not invisible either to the ear. Um, but the thing is, what happened to you? What happened to you? What? It's the same fucking riff as Caffeine off of Welcome to My Nightmare. Caffeine, caffeine. Da 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 da. I think it's Caffeine there, but there's another song which like, oh my god, here we are recycling riffs now. Um, I Ain't Done Wrong. It's a blues riff, and I would never have known, but it's a Yardbirds cover. I know nothing of the Yardbirds. I know the name and a few members that were in them. Yeah, I did not even know this was a cover. Okay, and next or last song, "See You on the Other Side." First of all, I think it's a great ending song, and it makes you. We all know it's about Glenn Buxton. Okay, we're gonna play, the gig in the sky, or we'll see you on the other side, and we'll be able to play again. But now that Ozzy's gone and everybody else, as I'm filming this, literally, I just found out Lonnie Anderson from WKRP just passed away. So I'm like, what the hell's going on? Well, I shouldn't say what the hell's going on. This is expected. Like, they're all at that age where we grew up. People we grew up are going to pass away. It happens. But yeah, "See You on the Other Side" is a great song, great way to end the album. Um, and everybody who I've seen there on reviews, whatever, they know it's about Glenn Buxton. So that's a good one right here. And the last one I will say, I didn't get the 7-inch bonus tracks, but it came with Return of the Spiders 2025 and Titanic Overture. So I'm actually curious. So these are songs like Titanic Overture is from Pretties for You. So I guess they're redoing that part. So Titanic Overture, I guess. And Return of the Spiders. That's a song off of Easy Action. Oh, maybe I'll have to we'll see if I need to get it there, but now I'm tempted. I didn't really check, like, this was hard to find on pre-order when it was first announced, and once I pre-ordered it, then all these other variants are starting to pop up there, and I was like, whatever. We'll see. But I'm gonna say this regarding this album: is it as good as anything the Alice Cooper band has done? Sure. Is this better than anything Alice Cooper has done solo? No. And what I find is missing from this album, and I told my friend Concert Steph, I'm like, there's missing the orchestra, the trumpets, the orchestration. When I mentioned the harmonica, that was actually the only surprise instrument that you're not really used to hearing in a rock band. But these guys were all over the place musically. It was original, but I would say I miss the orchestration. Imagine, so if I'm going to compare it to, imagine this whole album is just under my wheels, under my wheels, under my wheels, under my wheels. You know what I mean? You don't have Under My Wheels, then you have something like Desperado, then something you got Halo of Flies, and then Dead Babies. You don't have that mix of styles as present on this. Does this make this a bad album? No, not even close. The more I'm listening, this is going to be like a grower album. It's I thought it was good, and my friend, the other Steph, was like, "Do you do you like the?" He's like, "Oh, I like the new album." I said, "Oh well, it's good." Now to see, I can't tell you right now. I've had this for a week. I can't tell you right now if it's great or not. We'll see. That's a time will tell. This is just a review. Anybody who says that, this album is great or sucks right away, basically is full of shit. But to me, albums and music kind of, it has to have time to grow and for you to appreciate it. This to me is it will need some appreciation and more listens. But the thing is I keep wanting to listen to it. That's the problem with this album, is that they give you hints enough that you're like, I want to listen to that song again or that whole album again. While sometimes, you're not certain if you like a song or not. It's like, and then you're like, I don't really want to listen to that. I'm like, well, that should tell you that the song or the album sucks. To me, this doesn't suck. This is actually very good. It's whether or not it will stand a test of time as being something great. Because I find Alice Cooper has never done a bad album. Okay, in my opinion. Now he's done some that are good. He's done some that are great. That's the big difference. But yeah, I find all his albums are good to great. And the other thing I wanted to say, not like the lack of orchestration, and I would say that this band, it doesn't sound as much as Alice Cooper band I was expecting. I'm hearing a lot of Alice Cooper solo influences on that. Mind you, they had the guys. What is he on his 30th album right now? I'm like, wow. Like, and that's when I find is like, whether you hate or like this album, man, it's friggin' impressive that he's got over 30 albums. You know what? Let's give it a really quick count right now. I believe he's at either 29 or 30. So I'm just counting studio. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 19, 20, 21, 22, 23, 24, 25, 26, 27, 28, 29, 30. This is his 30th album. Okay. So bravo at 77-year-old to still, like, I wish I could compose as good as this album here is. After 30 albums, yeah, you can permit yourself to be a little bit more critical. Now, is this a great album? Ask me in a year, okay? But I told you the bad stuff. There's lack of orchestration. A little, their age shows at times, especially the drummer. But overall, it's a very good album. It's just missing. There's just missing that little originality that I would have loved to hear, like the creepiness of Dead Babies or Halo of Flies or I Love the Dead, stuff like that. The closest prog-wise would be Blood on the Sun, which I love. Okay, so yeah, that's my little review of Alice Cooper. I find it's a very good album. I can't tell you if it's great or not right now. That has to be decided. After a week, there's no effing way that someone could say that this is the best album they've ever done. And I keep seeing these comments already online. Oh my God, 50 years waiting for some good Alice Cooper. I'm like, no, come on. Like, anyway. So let me know in the comments what are your thoughts of this new Alice Cooper band album. Love, hate, don't care for it, haven't bought it yet, whatever. This is just my little review from having it for over a week. And I'm like, yeah, I've listened to this so many times. I'm like, yeah, I can do my little review right now. Usually I wait 2 weeks, but this one I've actually been listening to a lot. So there you go, guys. Let me know in the comments what you think. I think it's good. Probably verging on great. We shall see. So that's the thing. Anyway, have a nice whatever, guys. Thank you guys for watching, and we shall see you guys next episode. Take care. Bye-bye.